Howdy do, everyone. I hope everybody's good on this Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. I have some interesting topics to talk to you about today. I saw I had 2 people on the live stream, and now I only have 1, but that's okay. We'll just chit-chat a little bit till everybody shows up, because I show up on time. In fact, my countdown is 2 minutes and 40 seconds before 10 o'clock. So I'm on time, don't know where everybody else is. I have, actually I was watching Imran's show yesterday, because yesterday was an alpaca morning, and where I go to the alpaca farm and walk alpacas around the neighborhood. Yes, just 5 minutes away is an alpaca farm. And so I help volunteer and have fun on the farm 1 day a week. And okay, see, this is where my brain is. It just goes away. Oh, yes, there's a point to the alpaca farm. I'm all right. Someone asked me while I was in Imran's channel yesterday about where have I been and why have I not put up any tutorials? Oh, but that is a loaded question. Number one, I have been on the farm. And as of last week, the owners were away, and then they got COVID, and then they had to catch up with their chores. So I was going every morning at 7 a.m. until this cold snap. I kind of said, you know, I've helped you out enough. I need a life. So they understood. And so I stopped going at 7 a.m. in the morning, because today, what is the temperature right now? The temperature is 43, but it was 30 degrees last night. Whoo! And it's 10 o'clock now. So number one, I had to help out on the farm. Not doing that anymore. But what happened was I was taking a class on Ecamm. And Ecamm is the piece of software that I produce this wonderful show of EleWebDev to you. And so I've taken the class. This was my 3rd time taking the class. And a lot of alumni of the class repeated because it's just so much fun. And so I was a helper in the course, the Ecamm Academy course. And so that was 2 weeks. And so that's where I am. And then it's just me personally. I have a life. There are lots of things I like to do. I like to crochet. I like to walk my dogs. I have to keep a house clean. You know, those life things. So the other part of it is, I just feel like Elementor stagnant right now, and I can't find any wonderful and lovely topics to talk about. And I'm sure that Imran, if he's here, he's like, girl, there's 1,000,000,001 topics you can talk about. Yeah. And I'm just going to be transparent here. You've probably already covered them already. You've beat me to the punch. So why bother? No, I'm kidding. But I'm not. So let's move on from that very testy subject from me, and let's move on to another groundbreaking thing that's happened in the past couple of weeks. Well, week rather. Talking about another YouTube person. Please pray. I pray to God. See, I did these graphics ahead of time, and I hope they work. So I'm going to hit this one. So there's another friend of ours on the internet, Living with Pixels. Please work. Please work. Yes. Oh, it worked. Okay, let me move over a little bit. Your friend and mine, Reno, from Living with Pixels, and he put out a video just a couple of days that he is switching from XD to Figma. But we all know that Adobe acquired Figma. What, you say? You haven't heard that news? Oh, but yes. And I am just really upset about that. Not that he's switching to Figma, that Adobe acquired Figma and is doing something else. Now, in the description of this video, yeah, if you hear noise, it's a puppy. In the description of this video, I put his video in there so that you can watch it at your leisure. And so yeah, if his investigative information is correct, XD's gonna go bye-bye. If he's correct. Now, I know that Adobe can't just kill a product. They can't, because the, come on, Braden, I know you're here. I know that I hear a dog clicky-clacking around, and I'm sorry. When my brain gets shifting, I forget what I'm talking about. So a lot of web agencies use XD as their bread and butter. It's my bread and butter. And it's very yummy, and I love it. And it just is a quick tool. I can jump in and jump out and do what I need to do because it's a tool of love. So I am rather upset. Oh, you know, I just killed that. I have to get rid of one and put another one up. Okay, messed that up, but that's all right. So I am very just, lots of emotions are going on about XD, and my hair's in my eyes, and I wish it would go away. So many emotions. I want to cry. I'm upset, and I'm really shocked and amazed that XD may go away, and Figma is the new latest and greatest thing. So that's where I am, and I have an eye problem right now live, and this is life, and you have to deal with it. So yeah, that's where I am. XD, Figma. I had a Figma account, and I tried to log in, and it said my password was not inappropriate. The password I had was broken, and so where are all my peeps? Where are all my peeps? There's one person here. It's very sad, but anyway, I'll just ramble on for another 7 minutes. But anyway, let's get to some good stuff, because my peeps aren't here, and nobody's chatting with me in the chat. Some chat this is. Anyway, it's an interesting day. So we're going to move on to my other topics that I have today because I've rambled enough. So let's go to our first topic. Let me make sure that, oops, hold on. You know, when you run a show and you got 5,000 buttons and 5,000 screens, you just have to make sure that they're all in the right place at the right time. Okay, so we're going to do this. Hold on just a second. Stop. All right, I'm fixing things behind the scene, and then I have to go to view, and I have to show, get rid of that. All right, so let's move on and push the button. There we go. All righty, so there have been some updates since I have gone live, which was a week ago. So what do we got going on here? We've got WordPress 6.03 that has been released. This is why I don't update my plugins on my local sites. I got some juicy stuff for you. If you like Wpcli, if you don't know what that is, you'll find out. Yeah, that was a teaser. I'm sorry, there's something in my eye. Probably have an eyelash that's doing something. Okay. So what is in WordPress 6.03? Please update now. Well, I want to know what's in it, so I'm going to click this link right here. Yeah, it's a link, so I'm going to click on it. All right. It's going to take me to a web page. Okay, so what's in this version of 6.03? Hold on just a second. You may or may not hear my heater on. I'm looking at the VU meter on my microphone. But at any rate, let's see. October 17th, that was 2 days ago, a public, release to the public. Oops, sorry, get rid of the pointer. One person here. Whoever you are, one person, thank you for being here. To get this version updated, blah, 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 updating WordPress, da, 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 da. Well, what's in it? Security updates included in this release. Security, let's hit it now. 6.03, all right. Let's go back. And let's update now. Please update now. And we have to hit it twice. So here we go. Updating to 6.03. Security updates, that's importante. Address some security issues, release notes. Okay, let's go back to the release notes. And it takes us back to the same article. Updates to your admin's area, visit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but it doesn't tell us exactly what it is. Why would you want to tell the public what kind of security issue it was? Because that would just give hackers even more fuel to the fire to hack your site. Okay, let's go to the plugins, 5 of them. Ooh-wee. Okay. So, speaking of Wp-CLI, this is what triggered me in the past this WP-CLI feature in Code Snippets Pro. So I have Code Snippets Pro, and we're going to take a look at that. But for those of you who wander across my channel and you're not a developer, but you're a beginner and an intermediate, we're going to do some nerdy stuff today, which has to deal with the WP-CLI. All right, so let's update our plugins. Advanced Custom Fields has an update. What is the update? Let's take a look. It was yesterday, and looky, all the fix. We're not going to look at the security update. Field names and keys now copy to clipboard on click and do not open a field. Improvement, field names. Oh, good, okay. Fix, the field type input now has default focus when adding a new field. Lovely, that's wonderful. No longer publishes H1, H2, H3 CSS classes outside of the CF. I don't know what that means, but that's obviously a good fix. And I'm sorry for the squeaking. That's my puppy. But she has to have something to chew on. Otherwise, she chews on my 8-year-old dog, and she's a saint to put up with her harassment. But anyway, I move on. I don't know what this means. No longer publishes H. We'll just have to take a look at that. Conditional field settings now work correctly across different tabs. The field list. ACF admin notices now display with the correct margin. Admin CSS improvements when using and right to left languages. I thought it was left to right. No, English is left to right. Other languages are right to left. Gotcha. I'm dyslexic, so that tells you where I am. Clone fields now have the presentation tab for setting wrapper properties when in group display mode. Don't know what that means. Appended labels, okay, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we'll just hit update and Bob's your uncle. So Advanced Custom Fields is getting updated. Code Snippets. Okay, what's in the new version of Code Snippets? See, people don't read the change logs, they just hit the button and they update it. Okay, this was quite a while ago. Control Command. Commenting the Snippet Editor, good to know. This is a lovely, lovely feature right here. That's great. That's beautiful. Let me get my clicker pointer. Control / that's in most of your text, not text editors, code editors. Added additional hooks. Great. I don't know what hooks are, how to use them. That's just me. Fold markers, improved, duplicate, enabled, blah. WP-CLI commands for retrieving, activating, and deactivating, deleting, creating, updating, exporting, and importing snippets. See, I need to know this information because that's part of what, oops, sorry. Oh, help me. What's happening? I don't know, but it disappeared. Sorry, I'm clicking buttons and escape, and things are going away. I clicked the wrong one. Okay, is that Code Snippets? Yes, but I clicked the wrong one. Hold on just a second. I apologize for my fingers walking all over the keyboard. Okay, so we're good. We're going to hit update. But what I need to know is the information for the WP-CLI. And if you hear crinkling, that's her and her toy. You know, the toy's got squeakers and stuff to keep her entertained. All right, so important upgrade notice. Manage your snippets from Wpcli. Okay, we're just going to hit update now. Update now. Interesting. Sorry, I've got squirrel syndrome majorly big, great big huge today, so you're just going to have to be patient with me. Alrighty, so that's done. But now what I need to do, we're going to go here because I don't know what's going to happen when I start Googling in the background. So I'm going to look up Code Snippets Pro WP-CLI because I need to know that information. Code Snippets Pro features. Frequently asked questions. Okay, why don't we just go to the Code Snippets Pro page. right, neat code snippets. That's great. Your friend and mine has a video on the website. Okay, features. Let's go to features. All right, here we go. I'm going. Oops. There we go. I hit the right button. Okay. Where does it say WP-CLI? Automatically automate snippets, blah, blah, blah. See, it's in the pro version, but tell me how to use it. Marked coming soon or not available at launch, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's new and it's in there, but somebody tell me how to use it. Because I need to know the code, the functions to type, but yet that is not here. Okay, customers say great, wonderful, lovely things. PHP. Come on, give me WP-CLI, because you're going to kill my tutorial today. Frequently asked questions, emergency fix, community support. Okay, let's go to community support. Community support. Okay, we're going here, Code Snippets Pro, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Updates, please, dogs don't bark. When they hear a car door, I'm all right. When they hear a car door slam, they start freaking out. Okay. There is no information about WP-CLI. That was July 18th. Okay. Followers, reviews, about, Code Snippets Pro. That's going to take me back to the website. But there's no information. You've released the WP-CLI, but you have not written it down for us to use, or at least I can't help it. I can't find it. I can't find it. See, help, find, brain and eyes just tell the mouth what to say. Quick fix, videos, support, community, documentation. Let's go to the documentation. Let's all cross our fingers and hold our breath and hope that in the documentation, topics discovered, I can't even talk today. I'm just so excited and distressed about XD. Adding snippets. Snippets, examples by users, emergency fixes. 19 articles about FAQ. Well, I want to know how to deal with WP-CLI, and no one talks about it. So, oops, sorry, right-clicked. I am all over the place today. 17 minutes in. Okay. Where can I get support for the plugin? Where can I suggest new features? How about you, Code Snippets Pro, put information about WP-CLI on your website? Because I can't find it. It's not easy to find. Okay. Let's go back here one more time. Code snippets, blah, 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 blah. Features. Go to features. Right here, WP-CLI. And I can't click on that. Automate snippet creation. But as you'll find out here in just a moment, because I have to abandon this, you have to have the code words in order to make it happen. So why don't we abandon, unfortunately, I have to abandon Code Snippets Pro and just give you the demonstration of some other good stuff. Okay, so hold on. Let me just go here. And let's clean up my desktop here. All right, let's get rid of that and get rid of that. Okay, so if Code Snippets Pro is listening, y'all need to put your WP-CLI terminal commands on your website so that I can demonstrate how it works. But I can't do it because the terminal commands are not there. And you're like, girl, what are you talking about? Okay. So let me bring up something on the screen. But it's hidden, so I have to hit the, come back here. All right, so let me go here. Boop, okay. And hold on just a second because I think something bad's going to happen. All right, so I need to go. I have to open an app to hide some stuff. You just hold on for a second. All right, I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit that, and it's going to go away, and then it's going to come back. Oh, didn't do it this time. Okay. Can I make this smaller? Yes. All right, it's just going to cover up my desktop, and that's okay. So I've changed my desktop, and I'm going to hit the right button. There it is. So we're going to go to local WP. See, there's my desktop, but you can't see it because this is in the way. But at any rate, here we are. So why am I in local WP? Because local WP is a wonderful piece of software that allows you to have your Elementor and WordPress, basically WordPress, on your computer. And you can have multiple sites and tinker and build things and break it and not have it live on a web hosting provider for the world to see. It's only on your computer. So local WP is that piece of software that does that. Hey, sorry. I have a puppy who's trying to eat one of my cords. Hold on just a second. We have to deal with puppy. Okay, where's your toy? Where's your toy? Here's your chicken. Here's your chicken. Go get your chicken. Okay. Sorry, we had a puppy that was being distracted. And so, yeah, this is what I thought would happen. Lately, what has happened, we're just going to have to, hold on a second. What has happened is I have a puppy that goes outside and has squirrel syndrome, not unlike its owner. And yeah, when she gets distracted and starts bothering me and poking me with her nose, that means she has to go to the bathroom. And how many times did I let her out of the house before I started this stream? Count them, 1, 2, 3. 3 times. But now she has to go again. So, yes, I am going to be back in 15 seconds or less. So please excuse me, but I have to let a puppy out. And we're 22 minutes in. So I don't know what this means for her, meaning her pattern, because I've had to leave a stream. Yeah, she needs to go. So excuse me just a moment and I will be right back. Count to 15 and I'll be right back. Oh, the hideousness of a live show and a puppy that's got to go outside. Oh. All right, here we go. Come on, girls. Oh, but that was so embarrassing. So very embarrassing. Yes, it was. Okay, I'm back. Did you count to 15? Because I'm back. Alrighty. The dog is outside. I need to take a breath and let's reconnect. Alrighty. So let's go back to my screen. So Local WP is a great piece of software that creates the environment for WordPress and spins up sites, and you can tinker and play without having to buy hosting. So this is what I do all my demonstrations with, and when I tinker and play and build sites, build, all my tutorials, this is what I use, Local WP. So if you're wondering where Local WP is, well, let your fingers do the walking on the internet and type in localwp.com. Whoop. And this is Local WP. Localwp.com, and there's a big download button over here. So you can download it for Windows or Mac. And it is the #1 local WordPress development tool. Oh, but yes it is, and I love it, and I love simplicity. And so, yeah, that is Local WP. So let's go back. Where was I? Oh, right here. Yes, okay. I'm all right. A lot of switching and a lot of thinking and puppies having to go outside. Alrighty. So, what is this thing called local, yeah, you know what Local WP is, I just told you. But there is this thing called Wp-CLI. So why don't I go back here and open up my browser again? Because I have to give frame of reference to some people because they just don't understand. Wp-CLI, and we'll just do a Google search on that. Right there. Alrighty, and we're going to go back here. So Wp-CLI is the command line interface. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, it's very geeky. for WordPress. What does it mean? What does it mean? Well, I'm going to give you a demonstration here in just a minute. You can update plugins, configure multi-site installations, and much more without using the web browser. So, I'm going to give you a local demonstration of this piece of software. And so there is a way, so I kind of have to, you saw all of these hosting providers. So all of these hosting providers allow you to have they call it tunneling in, I guess that's the phrase. They change vocabulary all the time. But there is a way that you can log into your web hosting provider through a secure FTP via the command line. Now we're going to get to the command line here in just a minute, and I'm going to give you an example. And these are they? Ongoing maintenance is made possible by. Oh, these are their supporters. Sorry, excuse me. See, I can't read and I don't know. But these are some of probably many web hosting providers. I know SiteGround does it. Allows you a tunneling in through the terminal. And let me just tell you, it's a pain to set up. Your SSH keys. Just if you're taking notes, write down SSH keys. Those are a pain to set up. And yeah, you're just going to have to Google and do your own stuff. If your geek is fired up about this Wp-CLI and you've never heard of it before. So yes, SSH keys are needed to securely connect to your computer, to your web hosting provider account. So put that in there. Now we're going to move on to the demonstration. Yes, we are. Okay, so with Wp-CLI, inside of local WP, there is this thing right here that says Open Site Shell. And again, this is just for your computer to talk to this installation of WordPress in local WP. Let me just make that perfectly clear. So when I open the site shell, I will have a terminal. Back in the day, let's just have a little conversation. Back in the day, there was just a cursor, blink, 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 and you had to type commands for the computer to know what you wanted to do. There was no user interface to click on a menu or anything. You had to say, hey computer, do this for me, calculate this, open up this file, blah, 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 blah. And that's what it was. It was a terminal. And so this goes back, it's kind of an archaic way, but it's still a wonderful way to talk with your computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this link right here. It says open. Oh, hey, it didn't work. Oh, it's because I got it. There it is. I'm going to click on Open Site Shell. So on a Mac, it's going to open up the terminal. So I'm going to click on it. Now I've already set this up ahead of time. So here it is. Let me close this because that's kind of hard to see probably. And you're just going to see the logo in the back. And I can make this text bigger. So I think I will. Excuse me just a moment. Let me just make this easy on your eyes. I'm going to go to Preferences. And I'm going to pull this over here so that I can change the font size. But it's not letting me. Why? Because I have to have that. We're going to hit change. Am I missing something? Okay, can't make it bigger. Not going to spend time on this. Don't want to waste your time. Okay. So what happened when I clicked on that link in, yeah, it's not going to show. You think you'd switch to it anyway. So clicking on this Open Site Shell tunnels into this copy of WordPress in local WP. I'm going to get my words right. I promise you I'm okay. So we're 30 minutes in. All right. So I can now type commands. All right, so we're going to have to just grab this, push it over here. Y'all, I'm going to have to make it small because I have to show the site at the same time. So I'm just going to shove this up in the corner here so that we can have everything on the screen. Yep, there we are. And then I'm going to open up the browser. Woo, doggies, there you are. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. And we're going to go back to my site. And let's say, for example, let's go to my plugins. Oh, we're here. Okay. Let's say that I wanted to deactivate. Hold on just a second. I have to open up a text file because I don't remember all of the commands. And I need to open a recent file. Of course it's not here. Of course it's not here. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. You're just going to have to wait. I have to find a file. There it is. There it is. Okay, good to know it's right there. All right. All right, here's my cheat sheet. So if you really want to see my cheat sheet, these are the commands that I have created on my computer. They're called aliases. So you can't see that. Let me just make it bigger. Oh, look, I can make this bigger too. Yes, I can. There we go. All right. So these are the aliases that I have created on my computer that are of my own creation. Let me just make these bigger so you can see them. Make it bigger. Come on, girl. You can do it. Yes, you can. Here we go. Big, 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 big. Okay. So, oh, Mary help us. Okay. So these are aliases that I created in a file called, oh, you're going to make me think. Okay, I'm thinking. See, I have to give you this information because you're just like, well, where's this file and how do I do it? All right, I'm just clicking around. All right, I'll cover this topic another time. I'm trying to get through this. Okay, so I created these aliases. So it says eFlush, WP Elementor Flush CSS. Yes, there is a terminal command. I was trying to save this for later, but obviously you read that there are Elementor WP-CLI commands. You can, it's exciting. You can WP-CLI Elementor commands. I will give you a demonstration of this. It's so wonderful. Okay, so, but down here, WPPL. All right, so let me just move my commands over here so that I can see them. I got to make it smaller because I have other windows over here and I have to see. Oh, stop, please. Okay, there you are. All right. So I've tunneled into this version of WordPress. That's what this terminal command is. So I want to list the plugins in this version. So I'm going to say WP, I'm going to type them out because I'm looking at my cheat sheet. WP plugin list. Boop. And it gives me a rudimentary, very archaic version of what the plugins are. Advanced custom fields, da-da-da-da-da. So what you're seeing on the right in this black window is the same thing that's over here in WordPress. Wow. You don't even have to open up your website to do things. Correct. You would be correct in that statement. So let's say, for example, let me just hit refresh real quickly here because I'm seeing on the right it says code snippets is inactive. And oh boy, okay, active, available. Oh, update, yes, inactive. Code snippets is not active, correct. Code snippets is inactive. If I want to activate it, I can. So let's go down here, and I'm going to say, where's my cheat sheet? Activate a plugin. WP plugin activate, and then you put in the name of the plugin. All right, so we're going to go WP plugin update code snippets. Snippets. Now, you're going to have to guess. I'm going to have to guess and give you the guess that any, oh, it doesn't, you don't have to guess. Here's the name right here. Here are all the names right there. So code snippets, any space right here, code dash snippets. That's how I typed it. WP plugin update code snippets. All right. Let me get my pointer because you probably can't see white. That. So WP plugin update code snippets. Now I'm going to hit enter. The plugin is already updated. Oh, okay. Brain fart. I want to activate it. So there is a WP plugin activate. Oh, Zanti's here. Zanti's here. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing some real nerdy stuff with the terminal, and we're interacting with WordPress from the terminal. So I meant WP plugin activate. Wpcli activates. Nope. And then code snippets. COD spash snippets SNIPPETS. I can't type. My brain is everywhere today. So we're going to activate code snippets. And error active. That's because I can't type, and there's people in the chat, and dogs are outside, and I'm all over the place. So let's try this again. We're going to go up arrow, and it will bring you the last command you typed, and we'll come back in here and we'll say active 8. Yes, that's what we wanted. And it will tell you if you type something wrong. All right, success. Activated 1 of 1 plugins. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit refresh. And go to plugins. And code snippets did not activate. Activated. Is it activated? No, it's not activated. It says that it was activated. Okay, hold on. It's inactive. Code snippets is inactive. Well, let's just go WP plugin list. Y'all, you think I'm just crazy and stupid. The reason why code snippets is inactive is because I have Code Snippets Pro installed. That's why. Okay, so let's go. Oh boy, steroids for Elementor. Let's update code. These demonstrations are just killing me. Hey, Indepreet, thanks for stopping by. Alrighty, so I'm going to type a command. If my brain will catch up with my panic. I want to update. So WP plugin update. Okay, then we have to type, oh boy, B-O-I. I can't spell. Oh boy, calm down, girl, you're all right. O-I-D-S dash 4 dash Elementor. Now, did you type it right, girl? Let's just stop and read. WP plugin update. Oh boy, steroids for Elementor. Hit enter. Downloading it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Success. All right. Now, I finally have a demonstration that's going to work. I'm going to click back over here, and I'm going to hit refresh. And guess what? Oh boy, for steroids is updated. Go back to the plugins. There it is. Oh boy was updated. Yes, it was. And it even tells you that it was updated, but I wanted to make sure. So I hit refresh. So this is what Wp-CLI, if you nerds are just having a good time, seeing this demonstration of how you can not even open your browser and interact with your WordPress installation. So there's that. But did you know that you can interact with Elementor too? Yes. So hold on just a second. Let me pull up the Elementor. I got to search for it. Elementor WP-CLI. Yes, there are commands for Wp-CLI and Elementor. Now, when I brought up that file a little while ago, and Elementor CLI, yep, there it is. Okay, so here it is. Elementor's developers section of their website, there is Elementor CLI, command line interface. That's what CLI stands for, command line interface. So we have several commands. You can flush the CSS. You can replace URLs, update the database, import libraries, connect and disconnect the library, kit import, and experimental activation and deactivation. Oh, let's do a demonstration of that, boys and girls. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay. So let me go back to here, and let's go to Elementor and Settings and Experiments. Okay, we're here. You can, with Wp-CLI, interact. Let's say, for example, Notes is an experimental feature that is not on right now, and we want to turn it on remotely on somebody's website. See, this is where the big bucks come in. When you work for web agency and you have this knowledge, this is where they pay you the big bucks, because within less than 10 seconds, you can turn on a feature on somebody's website. If you've already set up your tunnel and your SSH keys and you're secure and you're talking to your web hosting provider, yeah, this is how it happens. So let's say, for example, I want to activate the Elementor experiment that is Notes. So what we do is WP Elementor experiments, activate. And I want Notes, Notes, and 1, 2, 3, hit go. La 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 la. Did you mean activate? Did I type something wrong again? What did I type? Yep, I missed it. Did you mean activate? I don't know what to type. Why? Oh, see, you screw up. And here's the problem that is me. I can't type. Okay, let's go back. I forgot the T in activate. Activate Notes. Oh, sorry. Now let's hit it. See, you know, it just helps when you can type. All right, success. Experiment activated successfully. All right. It says that it was activated. So we're going to hit refresh, and we're going to scroll down, and Notes will have a green dot beside it. Looky, looky, boys and girls. Notes has a green dot beside it. And I did not do that from here, from the GUI or in the browser at all. Woo! Hey, that's fun. Yes, it is. So that's kind of a demonstration of the Wp-CLI, that you can not even open a browser and interact, activate, deactivate, install plugins. But see, what I've done is I've typed aliases, and you're like, girl, what you talking about? So here are my aliases. I've created a little language so that I don't have to type all, see, because I'm a really bad typist. And so I can type these commands that I have created of my own, WPPA, WP plugin activate. So if I go EXD, which means deactivate, so here's what I'm going to do. See, I'm a bad typist. And if you type something wrong, you probably will kill something. So I'm going to go EXD, which stands for Elementor Experiments Deactivate. See, I just have to put that in my memory. So once I type EXD, then I can space, what do I want to deactivate? Notes, N-O-T-E-S. And I'll hit enter. Did I type it wrong? No, I did not. So let's try that again. EXD. You can't find it. Why? Oh, why? You want to know why? Because I didn't create it on this computer. See, I set this up on another computer. Oh, help us all. Yep, that's what happens when you do a demonstration on another computer and you don't put your aliases in this computer. Yep. Okay, so, you know, it just is a hot mess of a show today, and I have to be okay with that. All right, so how do I put these? We're going to have to go back to that topic I didn't want to talk about, but here we go. All right, let me clean my desk, and let's just hold on a minute. Because see, now I have to go search for something on the internet, which is show all files Mac. Blah, blah, blah. Command Shift dot. Okay, so give me a la. Yes, I'm okay, boys and girls, I'm okay. It is a hot mess of a show today, and I apologize. Everything I've done today has been a mistake, and the dogs had to go out. So I'm going to go, just give me a moment, and Command Shift period. There we go. Okay, so let me just show this to you. Now I changed to dark mode on my Mac. I changed to dark mode on my Mac, and if you don't like that, I apologize, but it's just what I've done. Okay, so if you go into your Finder, if you're a Mac person, you hit Command Shift period, it will show you all hidden files and folders, which I don't suggest because if you delete something, something might break. But that's caution to you. So I am looking for a file called ZSHRC. It's right there, ZSHRC. And you're just like, what? So this is not for Windows. Pay attention, this is not for Windows. Apologies, it's not for Windows. It's for a Mac thing. And so this ZSHRC is a thing called, we have to go back here because I have to open up my browser. And if you're on a Mac, it is called OhMyZSH. And it's a thing that you install on your computer right here. Let me just make this full screen. Whoop, and change. OhMyZSH. Unleash your terminal like never before. Install OhMyZSH. It allows you to make these aliases so that you don't have to type commands. Okay? It's not going to do anything dangerous to your computer. It's just a way to interact with the terminal. Okay, so with that being said, I installed OhMyZSH on my computer. Then when you install OhMyZSH, then you get the ZSHRC file. Oops, I turned off the pointer. The ZSHRC file, which you can create these aliases, which I have created. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open this ZSHRC file. So I'm going to right click on it and open with text edit. That's fine. Oh, of course, there is absolutely nothing in here. Because again, I created all of these aliases on another computer. But I've said that 5 times. So let me make this bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these commands right here and put them in this ZSHRC file. Oh, you just are having fun with me, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, get rid of the pointer and desktop, clear. Okay, mkdir. All right, clear. Okay, so we're going to go from this alias to this alias. We're going to hit copy, and we're going to go right here, and we're going to paste these commands, and we're going to hit save. Okay, now what happens is the following. All right, so I have to, in order for these commands in the ZSHRC file to be registered, I have to shut down the terminal and start it back up again. So the terminal is, come on puppy, you're right here. So I have to stop this terminal so that it can regenerate and read the ZSHRC file. Okay, so I need to go back to local. Let's get rid of you because you've been taken care of. So sorry. That's yeah, clicking and popping. Okay. So now we just have to open the shell again from local WP. So I'm going to open another shell. Bloop, 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 bloop. There it is. All right, get rid of this. And now, when I open up my browser and I go back to my site and I squeeze it down, all right, now I can type the commands, which I put in my ZSHRC file. And so if I type, yeah, there we go. So if I type, Melissa's here. Howdy do, Melissa. Nice to see you. If you're just joining us, we are talking real nerdy stuff about the terminal on Mac and how you can interact with Wp-CLI and Elementor. So you'll just have to watch the replay to get all the juicy goodness about understanding what I just said. So, and if you know all about the terminal, yay for you. Same here at work, so I have this playing on the side with headphones on. Good. I am being integrated into your subconscious mind. And you'll just wake up in the middle of the night and go, I need to know more about Wp-CLI. Okay. So now that I have these commands in here, I want to deactivate an experiment in Elementor, which is EXD, and then I hit a space, and then I type the name of the experiment I want to turn off, deactivate. D stands for deactivate. I created these alias commands, so I'm going to say notes. Please work. Oh, please work. Because every time I type something, something ain't working. Woo! It worked. So I successfully turned off the experiment that is notes. So if I hit refresh over here, refresh, and go back to plugins. Oh, sorry, not plugins. You know, squirrel syndrome is a sad thing, boys and girls. Go down here. Notes is going to be turned off. There is no green light. Notes is off. Yay. And Melissa, oh, girlfriend, I'm just going to have to do this. Put your comment on the screen. Nerdy stuff all the way. Well, I'm so glad that I could give you some juicy nerdy goodness in the command line today. I'm glad somebody out there enjoys what they see. All right, so yes, these are the commands that I am experiments, turning on and off plugins. So here's another thing. So I created some, so if I wanted to tunnel into another site in my local WP, does it have to be on? No, it does not have to be on. Okay, I'm just asking myself questions before I invariably make another mistake of 10,000 I've already made during this show, but oh goodness. So I'm going to tunnel up. So I made some commands that tunnel up ls. Okay, so I'm going to type up ls. Up LA, up ls. Okay, I'm in local sites. I was in the public site right here. I was in the public site. And now I'm in all of my local sites. Yes, I'm in all of my local sites. The file structure that is local WP. Now I want to list all of the sites that have, so I'm going to hit ls. So here are all the sites that I have in local WP. So if I want to go to build it, I'm just going to type cd build and I don't even have to finish typing. I can hit Tab. It knows the folder I want to go into, so I hit Enter. Now I'm in Build It, right here. I'm now in the folder called, or the site called, Build It. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, it is. Okay, so in Build It, I need to go into the public folder. So I created an alias that goes into app and into public, as that is the file structure that is local WP. So I'm going to type GoP. GoP. And now I'm in the public folder of the other site that I wanted to go into, which is Build It. So if I type ls, I am in that site, public. And these are all the WordPress-y files that are in that site. Now, if I choose to, let's activate the color sampler in this new site. So I'm going to read my little cheat sheet here that is experiments activate. So EXA, and which experiment do I want to activate? Color sampler, COLO, because I always turn it off because I never use it. Color-sampler. Ooh, can't type. But that's the story of my life. So the EXA is my alias. Color sampler is the thing I want it to do. Please work. Oh, but please work. Success! All right. So if I go over here to local WP, and I turned on Build It, okay, so I need to activate, because now I'm pushing buttons and I'm starting the site. Here we go. It's going to open up in another browser window. Oh, I started the site, but I didn't hit WP. I'm all right. Let's get rid of the pointer. So if I go to the Elementor settings and go to experiments, color sampler should be activated. It is not. Why is it not? Did I go into the Build It? Yes, I did. Is this the Build It site? Yes, it is. What is going on? Color sampler. Let's just hit refresh. It should have showed up anyway. Come on, Elementor settings, experiments. This is just a hot mess of a show today. I'm telling you what, everything I try ain't working. What did I do? Yes, experiment activated successfully. That is a lie because it's not activated. All right, so let's just interact with this site in another way. This is Build It. Yes, it is. Let's update advanced custom fields. So I have a keyboard shortcut for that. Plugin update. WPPU. And what do I want to update? Advanced custom fields. F-I-E-L, like my last name. Come on. All right. Advanced custom field S. You have to type it right, otherwise it'll say, I don't know what you're talking about. Update. Yes, it needs an update. Hit it. Downloading. Blah, blah. Version. Disabling. Maintenance mode. Boop. Advanced custom fields was activated. Oh, but how do we know? Because we have to come over here and hit refresh and go back to plugins. Yeah, it did. It did it. It did it. I don't know the command for updating WordPress. I don't have that command offhand. So that has been, okay, is there anything else on my list? Oh, yes, there is. This is enough for me today because everything I type, it's wrong. Or it's not working. That's all right. That's all right. I'm sweating and it's okay because the heater's on and this room gets about 5 degrees hotter than the rest of my house because the window has insulation and there's no airflow in this room. So yeah, I'm sweating. So next time when I go live, I need to turn off the heater. Think, remember. Okay. So I wanted to share with you an article for the reason why that I like my hosting provider. So I'm going to click this link. Boop. Okay. So my hosting provider is SiteGround. And they wrote an article recently, and this is why I like SiteGround. They have created, they're always integrating, they're always making their platform better. And that's why I've stayed with them. And their site scanner saved thousands of WordPress sites from massive security attack. And this site scanner is something that they offer their clients on all of their, their customers. And so they upgraded their site scanner service, but they didn't know the full functionality of how it would save their bacon in a great big huge thing. So anyway, there was a security attack, that well-disguised attack that were in WordPress plugins that gave them a bogus site through a fake plugin called Zend Fonts. And I sincerely am sorry for you if this happened to you. It installed this Zend Fonts and then took over your site. But with the site scanner, it stopped this on SiteGround. And they were able to deploy and do their things, what they needed to do, in order to stop this fake plugin from installing. They saw, they have 24/7 monitoring. They saw behavior after the exploit was launched. Abnormally high numbers of malicious files detected by our site scanner service crawling for malware. So, and our system admins started digging further and saw a pattern. Attempt for massive fake ZenFonts plugin to upload 2,000 clients. They stopped it before it. I know they have more than 2,000 clients. Whew. So that's why I like SiteGround, because they did a wonderful job in stopping a massive attack from the Zend Fonts security breach, I guess. I guess you call it a security breach, because they got in and did what they wanted to do. So that is about what I have for you today. I just want to give you a little nugget. If you're searching for a web hosting provider, SiteGround. When did I start with SiteGround? 2014? Yeah. And I was actually at a WordCamp, and they were using SiteGround back then in 2014, and everybody who took this one class, it was like a demo class, you could, you got a free 30-day, or was it a free year? I don't remember. I know they couldn't have been giving it away for a year, but I think it was for 30 days. And I liked it, and believe you me, let you drink the water, girl. I have host hopped through the years. I've seen some horrendous low-cost shared hosting providers that, bad stuff going on. So I liked what I saw with SiteGround, gave me all the nerdy features that I needed, terminal, SSH, backups, all kinds of good stuff. So staging. So yeah, I liked SiteGround, and I've stayed with them since 2014. So I have only good things to say about SiteGround. And I just saw that article, and it made my heart sing. And so yeah, that's why I brought that up. So that is my show today. It's been an hour. It's been a hot mess of a show today because lots of typing things wrong. The dogs had to go to the bathroom, had to leave the show and let them out. But I hope that I have given inspiration to you, something that you might want to tinker with, you know, download and give local WP a try and tunnel in and type all those Wpcli commands, the Elementor commands. Yeah, maybe it's over your head and you don't want to do that, but just giving you something to think about and play with, if anything else. So, my peeps weren't here today, and that kind of makes me sad, but that's okay. What also makes me sad is that XD might be going, if you didn't show up in the beginning, XD might be going bye-bye, and I love XD. Why is XD going bye-bye? Because Reno did his, Reno from Living with Pixels YouTube channel. Let me get out of the way. He's switching from XD to Figma because he thinks that Adobe that acquired Figma is going to kill XD. Now you're just going to have to find this thumbnail, this thumbnail on Living with Pixels, watch the video. I didn't get through all of it because I couldn't handle it. I got all upset. Because if he says what is true and the information that he found that is public domain information from an article he read, my head's going the wrong way. He seems to think that he's switching to Figma because XD may go bye-bye and Figma may be the next thing. And I'm sad about it. Yes, I am. I'm very, very sad. Just sad, sad. I want to cry a river. But until that time, that XD goes bye-bye, I have opened a Figma free account and I'm going to just have to get used to that tool. I don't like it because I'm used to XD, and then that's just the way life is. Things don't last forever, and new tools, especially in technology, if you're in technology and computers, you just have to get over it and accept the fact that one tool goes bye-bye and another one replaces it. But it won't be anytime soon because XD is a favorite product for a lot of people, including myself. So, just wanted to recap what the top of the show, top of the hour was about, top of the last hour at 10 o'clock. So, yeah, go back and watch that. And that's all I got for you today. Y'all have a good day, and be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. So, bye now.